Generic greetings and welcome to Preview Plus Volume. This is a narrative stealth game, and what that means is that I have to be very careful to avoid spoilers because I honestly think that the story and narrative plays a big part in this, especially in the campaign, so I want to keep them to a minimum while still keeping it in context for you. Obviously a difficult balancing act, but I'll try my best. Either way, the actual mechanics, the gameplay, the stealth part is true stealth, so you will be sneaking, dodging, distracting and running rather than knocking people out and using arrows to incapacitate or anything like that. It is a full-on stealth game, so if that sort of thing is for you, then keep on watching. Otherwise, honestly, I don't think there's much here for you. If you don't like the idea of a proper stealth game, then it's not for you. I'll just say that now, and I don't think the story would carry it any further for you. Right, let's go to start and I'll show you a little bit of the game. I've played about an hour and 3/4, so this is certainly a first impressions, not a review and all of that. And also, I'm going to point out now, I am terrible at stealth games, so, we'll see how this one goes. You can go to edit simulation, and that brings you into the map creator, and you actually create your own levels. And I think a lot of the longevity of the game, a lot of the legs on it, at least after you've done the campaign, will be that, because as you can see, I'm on story completion 20%. There is 100 levels in the campaign in total, so I've done 20 of them. We can go to local, which no levels found. That's the ones I've created. Online, which is ones that other people have created, and you can play all of these. As you can see, they've all got ratings and names and descriptions. And then the staff picks, which shows you ones that the staff have said, yeah, you should try this one out. That is the architect in the center, which is Mike Bithell, the creator of this game, and also Thomas Was Alone, which is a narrative-driven puzzle platformer, which is pretty cool as well. I really like Thomas Was Alone. So, anyway, as you can see, I got no levels, so, yeah. Once you've done the campaign, there'll be a lot of levels if you want to continue on to play as well, because that's the whole point. People can make levels and you can play them. Right. I'm going to do the Incendiary Markets, which is level 18. I've already done this one before, and the reason I'm picking this one is I know there's not going to be any spoilers in this, and it means I can concentrate on showing the mechanics rather than going, oh, what do I do? Help. Because like I say, I'm not very good at it. So we'll click that and we'll load straight away. No problems at all there. And we can see that we're in some sort of weird hologram type thing. The very basics of the story, and as I said, I don't want to spoil it too much for you, but it's a bit of a Robin Hood type tale. We play Rob Locksley. This is our character on the right hand side, voiced by Charlie McDonald. Charlie is so cool, like, on YouTube. And the idea, I guess, is that this is like the volume. I don't know whether this is a tool or whether you call the simulation that. This is a simulation. We're in a warehouse. As you can see, there's like weird sort of lights on the right hand side projecting this hologram or simulation. I guess it's a simulation, isn't it? And we are collecting all of this stuff, we're going to be running around the level and doing this, and this is all being streamed over the internet for reasons and things like that. So as I said, I don't want to spoil the story too much for you, but yeah, that's the rough basics of it. So we can run around, and as you can see, we've got this pawn walking up and down. This is the guard, the things we have to avoid. It has a vision cone at the front. If we go into that vision cone, it will spot us, and then it will aim and shoot at us. Let's just do that now. There you go. If I get out the way, it will come and look for me, and it will keep looking for me until it manages to shoot and then kill me. There's nothing I can do about that. I don't have anything to get rid of it. I can't knock it out, so I have to stealth around. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to run along here and then jump inside this and then hide. There you go. I'm now hiding inside it. Wow, amazing. And when it goes past, I will exit like that, and then I'll run up here and then enter that one. Now, technically I didn't need to do that because these things they're not deaf, but they don't hear you walking next to them. So if I do this, watch, I can just stand next to it. I can just go up and down like that, look. There's no, if you're good at just, if you're good at just twitching and doing it really quick, then you can just quickly run. Right. He says, as I pick up these gems. These gems are what you're aiming to get. You have to select them all, you have to collect them all, rather, and then you will be able to exit the level, in this case, through the very far portal on the left, which you can just see to the left. It's like a little white line, but it's actually a box when you reveal the whole thing. What's this? This is read text excerpt from, that's actually a story thing, so I'm not going to read that because I don't want to spoil it too much. If you're thinking of pausing and backing it up, may I suggest that you, just don't bother. Just buy the game, or don't bother trying to back it up and read that little bit of text, because you're not going to find out much about it. There is, as far as I can tell, 3 main characters. There's Rob Locksley, which is the one we're playing. There is Alan, which is the computer, like an AI that you've nicked or something, or acquired somehow, and that's voiced by, I want to say Danny Baker, but it's not Danny Baker, Danny Wallace. And then there's a guy called Gisborne, who's voiced by Andy Serkis. He played, Gollum in Lord of the Rings. That's what people mainly know him from, but he's been in loads of other stuff. I know he's in The Prestige and stuff, and apparently he's really, really good in this, but I haven't heard him yet. Anyway, so there's another guard I need to get past. How am I going to get past? Oh, by the way, this thing I'm walking through is a checkpoint, so we can go through checkpoints. If I die, then I come back through there. Some people might be upset that there's a lot of checkpoints in the level. For someone who's garbage at games, like garbage at these types of games, guess what? I really like them. Much your approval, though. Right. So, I need to get this guard moving. Obviously, if I go in front of his vision cone, he's going to detect me and then shoot me. I think what I'll do then, I could use a tool. Now, you don't have any tools as standard. All of the things you can get in the game, you have to pick up in each level. The only tool you have is the ability to whistle, which is about as far as my skills go in real life as well. So I can go, there we go, and bring him there, and then I can go. Actually, that's me whistling, and then do that there, whistle there again. Ah, been spotted. Yeah, I think I'm going to die. You know what? I'm just going to die, because I know what I did wrong there. Ah, yes, not good, Locksley says. So, I can go here, and I can whistle, which makes he's gonna come this way. But I need to hide behind these walls. You can see I'm actually crouching behind it. If you don't crouch, you will be spotted. You can see there's like two different heights of wall. This one here, which you can see over, and this one, which you can't. So, you need to crouch behind that by, well, pressing the crouch button, and you sort of snap onto the wall a bit sort of cover shootery, and then you can quickly snap to either side. I'm actually using an Xbox 360 pad for this, but you can use mouse and keyboard, and it works perfectly well. So, I've managed to get past that guy. We can sneak down here. Let's have a quick look. You can't look at all of the level, which I'm not a big fan of. I'd like to look at all of the level, like, you know, scroll all the way, but you can't. You can only go so far as I can tell. So what's around here? Well, it's another guard, which, yeah, I guess I can't go past him. And there's a turret up there. If you get spotted by the turret, it's, let's just say it's not good, and I'll leave it there. So let's go up this way, and we'll run around the outside. And what shall I do? My current time, by the way, is on the top left, and it's ticking up. I'm going to whistle here. And then that guy's going to run this way. I'm going to run up and then hide in this cupboard. There we go. And then we'll exit that. And then we will run this way. Sneak on the wall. Go all the way down. And then go in here, collect these, and then you can see the portal opens up on the left, a bit like Tron. Right, so what's this read text? Ah, yes, very clever, apparently. What's this? This is the bungle, which is one of our pieces of equipment. As I said, you get them all in the level. So what this allows you to do is create a noise distraction. Obviously, I can whistle like that, but that's not going to help me out because this guy is, well, if I whistle here, he's just going to see me. You know, I can whistle here. You know, I can't bring him this way because, well, as you can see, it's, well, we're not close enough. I like the way that when you do distraction, all the level sort of shatters. As if, like, you know, this is a simulation and we're doing a real-life whistle and that sort of deflects it or something. It's really cool. Obviously, the level is very, very simple. All the levels are very minimalistic, and I like that. You know, the whole point in a stealth game is for you to be very precise and very accurate. And if you filled it with clutter and garbage, then surely that defeats the point. So I really appreciate that there's, like, it's a very clean look. Anyway, it really helps it out. At least helps me out anyway. Right, so I've got a piece of equipment, and what it allows me to do is fire it. And wherever it hits, it will make a noise. So you can see it's going to bounce off two walls and then hit off the wall at the top. So let's fire it. There we go. And it will go ping, 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 and 3 walls. And then that distracts the camera. It will then start looking around because that's what the camera does. That's its action, and then it starts. Then it stops. You can fire it and activate it prematurely by pressing fire again. So I'm going to fire it there. And then it's going to go ping, ping, and then I'm going to activate it there, which then makes that guard go, oh, what was that? Which I can then obviously use to follow behind him, stay hidden behind this wall, he can't see me, go around here, and then go inside that, hide inside there. This guy's then going to go, nothing there, and then wander off. Very simple as you like. Don't bump into the guards, by the way, because they will definitely come after you. Right, I'm going to just fire this over that side, and then get that guard to look over that way, and there we go. Job done. My personal best is apparently being this mission, which is cool, and the par is 130. So, yeah, not. I guess it's terrible, but you know, I am going through all the game with you and trying to describe what's going on and explaining it. So, we're going to the next level, which is deafening, which is the evidence found in the actor's home was not enough to secure a conviction. Her account likely is what we need. Fans of the stream would be advised to use caution and cool gadgets. The idea is that we are, as I said, streaming all of this on the internet. Twitch or YouTube or whatever, which is, you know, I guess it is Charlie McDonald, Charlie is cool, like being a YouTuber and all of that. So it's there's some symmetry there, you know, life imitating art and all that, or the other way around, I guess. Oh yeah, whatever. Either way, it's that's the idea, and we're teaching people to run in and steal things. So let's do this level. Obviously, different level, different color, still looks cool. Right, I need to hide behind this wall, and I need to sneak. Now, them guards are patrolling. We can also see that there's little white pads. Now, them pads are pressure pads. If I stand on them, they emit noise, which is obviously something I don't want, so I need to sneak past them and hide here. Damn it, I've been spotted, and I need to quickly hide from that guy. Whew, that was quick. I managed to sneak around and do okay there, I think. So I need to sneak that way. I can make it ping like that, because obviously he can't hear me because he's too far away. Pretty cool, right? Sneaks. That guy saw me, but I can run this way and get out of the way. Right, cool. Read text. The mute tool is a lot of fun. I'm not going to spoil it, but Rob, you're going to love it, said by someone, generally the AI. So pick up the mute. So what's the mute do? Well, what it allows you to do is mute your footsteps. So if I activate it, it allows me to run, and also doesn't set off these alarms, because if I did set off these alarms, those guards at the top would see me. So I don't want to do that. Let's activate the mute, and then we'll run straight across. Woo! Easy as you like. So, let's go up. We need to sneak back, and this should be a simple mission, and just open across. And that guy see me, but I can run this way. That guy see me. That guy see me and shot me. Okay, so it's not a simple mission. Let's try that again. Let's try that again. So hide. Good. Sneak round. Damn it, I've set that off. So I can sneak around there, sneak around there, sneak around there. And hopefully he won't see me. That guy has, that guy has, that guy has. Oh my good grief, this is all bad. I'm dead again. No, I can keep running, keep running, keep running. And sneak round, sneak round. No, dead. Yeah, when it goes wrong... delete that from the record, Alan. Yeah, he's basically going, this guy is a moron. He doesn't know what he's doing. Yeah, sorry, I am. Right, let's go up this way and then hide. And then across there. Yeah, it's fairly good now. So I need to sneak that way, and across, and then down. Cool. Right, I could have used my running shoes, but I think I'm going to use them here. Straight across again, trying not to stop. Trying to let the guards see me. There we go, hear me rather, because obviously if they can't see me because they're looking the other way, which is the worst guards in the world. And we're in. So that wasn't actually. Oh, that was my personal best. Personal best. 117.8, pretty cool. Par is 104, so I'm not doing too bad there. So we got another one, which is hair empty throne, but I don't want to do that because that might start introducing more story, and I think I've told you enough about that one. Let's just go to staff picks and we'll see what's there. What have we got? Shell, theatre, noisy. We'll just go to theatre. We'll try that one. This is picked by Mr. Mike Bithell. So I don't know what we have to do on this one. It is actually a theatre. Yes, it's fairly easy to see that is actually a theatre. A couple of guards. Let's collect these. I can actually run the tap, and that will make that guy come towards this place. I'm then going to run up here. I think I can get inside the floor here. Yes, I can. The only reason I know that is because I have seen it on a trailer where you can get in the floor. Then I'm going to jump out and then run through. So you can see that it is a full-on stealth game. You have to sneak around and evade and distract. There's no knocking people out or anything like that. So, you know, if this is, you know, if you've looked at this, go, yeah, I really... What? Yeah, the camera's on. Yeah, you got that. God, definitely. If that's something, if this is something that you like the idea of, if you're looking at this going, yeah, that looks pretty cool. I like the idea of that. What's this? Change room? I didn't know I could do that. Cool. This is all new to me. Let's go back this way and over to there. What's this? Hide under the floorboard. I don't think I really want to be in this room, to be honest with you. I think I want to be in the other one. Can I actually be in this? Do I need to go back to the other one? No, I don't really know. Let's have a quick look. Turn around. Turn around. There we go. And there we are. Do I need to go back this way? Yes, there's some gems over there. I don't think there is, actually. I think we can go down here. Yeah! That guy's seeing me, so I'm gonna die, I think. Yeah, there we go. Gone. Hide in the floor. Doesn't matter if you hide in the floor or under bushes or anything like that, or, you know, under a car, you get shot. There's Alan. Hey, can we try this again a bit more sneaky? Yeah, we should really do that. Anyway, you know what? I'm not going to go any further because I think, I don't want to spoil the story anymore, and I've explained a little bit what it is about, and it's, you know, it is actually, you know, an exploration. It is, the whole point is that you are going to explore the story. It unfolds as you play the game, as most stories do, I guess. But the actual mechanics, I think you've seen enough to understand whether you think to get whether you will like it or not. If you're looking for a stealth game, like, you know, a full-on stealth game, guess what? Highly recommended, can recommend it highly enough, this will be for you. If you're not in the market for a stealth game, well, the chances are you've probably turned this video off already, and you are, well, this is not for you, and the story will not carry it for you, as I said at the start. If you're like me, and are on the fence, as in you don't mind stealth games but you're not very good at them, or maybe you're not really too sure, but you sort of like what you've seen, then I think that coupled with a story will definitely carry it for you, and you should probably give it a go. You should probably give it a try. Either way, only you can really decide, and links are in the description so you can check it out yourself. The story so far, honestly, isn't as gripping as I thought it would be. I am wanting to play the levels more. It's got that one more level feel because it is unfolding in an interesting way. But it's not Thomas Was Alone level. But I think that this has got more mechanics in it. You know, I like the way that the mechanics, every couple of levels you play, you get something else introduced, either a new toy or a new way to hide or something else. So the way it unfolds that way is pretty good, and obviously the story's the same sort of way. The characters themselves, I think I haven't met this Gisborne character yet, who's like some sort of evil overlord as far as I can tell, and voiced by Andy Serkis, so that'll be a good treat when I do finally meet that one. Danny Wallace is, I do like Alan, the actual AI. I think, I wouldn't say the weakest character, but the one I was most surprised about is the protagonist, which is Rob Locksley, obviously that character there. I don't think, he's not that interesting so far, but I think I would call the character subdued, you know, and I think it's more of a case of the similarity between his role in the game, which is basically being some sort of, I don't know whether I'll call it a role model, but basically going, this is what I'm doing, very understatedly. You know, I think the whole point is that the character is supposed to be understated. Maybe I'm reading too much into it, but there is similarity there with what he's doing, which has been very subtle and sneaky, and his character is also that. He's very understated and very, I wouldn't say mute, it's certainly not Gordon Freeman, but yeah, it's not on the nose as I would have thought it would have been. But either way, interesting. Maybe something for you. Only you can decide that. I've shown you a bit of it. Hopefully it's something you'll check out. Links are in the description if you choose to do so. Thanks very much for watching. Comments in the comments, and generic partings.